Welcome to my shop. My name is Guy, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I build boxes. Well, I build a lot of boxes. If I ever put down the description, like when I built this box here, of a 4-corner grain match, I get a ton of questions asking me exactly how I did it. So today I'm going to show you how to achieve that. So this is how most of my boxes start out. This is a cutoff from a piece of ash. It's 24 inches long and a full 3/4 of an inch thick. First thing I need to do is I need to get this surfaced 4 sides. Well, the board has been surfaced 4 sides square, came out to a little bit less than an inch, and I've also ripped it to width at 4 1/8 of an inch. Now the box is going to be 6 by 10 by 4 inches high. That extra 1/8 inch is for allowance for the kerf when I cut away the top from the box. So I need to do the same thing to the length. This is eventually going to be resawn to get that perfect 4-corner grain match. So I want to cut it to size now before I resaw it. So I'm going to cut it this part away right here, and I need to make a cut at 16 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to use my miter gauge to do that. Well, after I found center on the board, I went ahead and set up my bandsaw to do the resaw. I've got a feather board to keep it tight against the fence, and I've also marked a triangle on the bottom so I can put these pieces back together after they've been resawn. After resawing the boards, I've put them back together using my triangle as an indicator, and this is where the magic happens. Now I'm not going to book match it like this because that would be silly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to book match it from end to end, like this. Now if you look at that, that is a near perfect grain match right here. And if I move this side over like this, again, I've got a grain match here. Now if I try to do this by flipping it outside, I'm not going to have that same thing. It's just not going to work right. That 4-corner grain matching only works when you grain match using the resawn face of the board. So now that I've got that established, I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a 10-inch piece, a 6-inch piece, a 10-inch piece, and a 6-inch piece. So I'm just going to mark this 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after I've determined where I need to make the cuts, I need to surface these boards. Now this is still rough from the bandsaw, and they're not exactly the same size, they're just a little bit off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker, because I'm going to lose these things here. I'm going to mark this 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the edge. So now these are marked 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I know which are the short pieces and which are the long pieces. I need to clean this face up, and I'm going to use my drum sander to do that. You can use a thickness planer, but you really need to make sure that you take off as little material as possible on here to keep that grain match going. Well, the boards are back in its proper orientation as marked by the triangle, and all the faces are sanded smooth. So what I need to do now is I need to cut them. So remember, I've got a long piece, a short piece, a short piece, a long piece. So all I'm going to do is flip this around like this. Now I've got both sides. These are the 2 long pieces and these are the 2 short pieces. And I'm just going to take my miter gauge and make 1 cut on each board at 10 inches. So the boards have been cut. This is piece 1 and 2. This is piece 3 and 4. Just going to butt them up again like that. Remember, these are the outside faces. So I've got a grain going all the way through like this. And then if I take piece number 4 from the end and put it back to number 1, you can see where that grain flows through. So what I need to do now is just cut the miters and put the box together. I've got all 4 pieces mitered, and I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 with the face side up, the miter side down, and where I marked the numbers before on the bottom. So I'm just got a straight edge here. I'm just going to match it up there. Take a piece of tape. I normally use blue tape for this, but I want you to be able to see the grain match when I put it together. Get those nice and tight. Put a piece of tape across it and just go down the line and get all of them.